Hey, good morning, good morning. Oh, you're getting me all dirty, dude. Got a million and one things to do. Seems like no time to get it done. I'm gonna get in here, hopefully get that four-wheeler finished up at some point today. Get the parts installed at least. Got the truck backed up over here by my shop. We got about 2 or 3 machines to pull out and a couple mowers. We had some pallets in here. My dad got them out yesterday while I was running the service calls. Another job complete. Let's get this truck moved out the way, and we'll probably transition into trying to get Erwin's brake pads swapped out real quick. Got the floodgates opened up, let the sheep out to graze. A couple of them making their way up here. I got a handful of these head units that I still need to tear some parts off of, so I'm gonna get that done because I plan on this being the last scrap container. I don't have much more to go. We got Erwin's car pulled into the building here. That way we're not working in the direct sunlight. Got his tire taken off. Let's jump right into it, get his brake pad swapped on this side, then we'll transition to the other tire. Out with the old. Erwin really wore these down. Not much meat left on them. Installing the new ones. We'll get it put back together and move on to the next side. We just got the new brakes installed. Tighten up the screws to the caliper. Went over, did some regular maintenance, made sure all the fluids were good. Added a little bit of power steering fluid because it was a little bit low. But other than that, it's in pretty good shape. I'm getting ready to take it on a little test drive, make sure everything's working as it should. I got to take a look at a couple of these machines. But before I do that, I'm going to finish what I started with these head units. I got a couple of them left. My dad just dropped off the forks, picked up the bucket. Guess he's going to load up these 2 mowers and take them down to the storage. I was going to try and finish up this four-wheeler today, put the new parts on, but of course I don't have any fuel. I do have this engine oil that I bought, but it needs to be pre-mixed, so I really don't feel like going to the gas station and getting some gas right now. We're going to hold off on that. I brought in one of the dryers my dad brought, took the back off, started testing all the sensors. Turns out this thermal fuse here is bad, so it should be pretty quick and easy. We're still going to open it up, clean it out, re-grease the wheels, swap that sensor out, and hopefully get it going. Somebody was roughhousing it, bent the metal a little bit. Shouldn't be too bad to bend back. Also, it's missing some legs. We'll get those replaced, but all in all, not too dirty. Going to go ahead and re-grease these wheels. We'll get it all put back together, then we'll swap that sensor out, and that should be it. Shouldn't be too hard. This one might need a little bit of a paint job. We'll have to sand it and paint it, but let's make sure it works first. Working on getting the drum wheels greased up. This one here, I got to take apart, get all this hair out of it. Then we'll get it ready to go. Reinstall it. We're almost there. Got the drum reinstalled the belt, got all the wheels taken care of. Actually ended up replacing that belt tensioner. This one's pretty wore out, doesn't move real good, so I put a new one on there, re-greased it. Last thing to do, let's get this front end installed, hook up the child lock. Got it turned on, spinning nice and quiet, just like we need it to. It's producing good heat. This is another one of those dryers my dad brought today, and it's missing the lint trap. Also missing a couple screws. Looks like somebody took the back panel off. Missing a couple screws for the cable connection. So we're gonna get it tore apart and see is it worth salvaging, what's all missing. Also, we're gonna have to find some knobs for here if we do get it fixed. So let's see. Last thing on the to-do list, we're gonna round up these sheep, get them put back in their home, get the gate shut, and then head up to the house. And that will conclude another day out here. Sun's starting to set.